what did you do that the owner of Dale Construction, who's no slouch, recognized in you those qualities and said, if I'm going to put this baby that I've created in somebody's hands, it's going to be you?
I think it was a combination of my background and my willingness to outwork anyone. Myself and Tim Dale, and I vividly remember this, Dunkin' Donuts wasn't even open, and we were sitting at a table running estimates and qualifying bids and qualifying contracts, 3:30 in the morning, and that was very normal for us. I still had a full college load because I still had a full time.
Oh, you're still going to school?
Yes, sir. I had to finish my junior and senior year while I was working full time at Dale Construction. So I was working 60, 70 hours a week at Dale Construction with a full college load.
Okay. You mentioned hierarchy, systems, process. It doesn't just happen overnight. It must be hard to keep that aligned and tending to that culture all the time.
Well, I think where we vary a little bit is every Monday morning I bring my entire team in, 34 people, admin, field, superintendents, project managers. The entire team comes and sits at our conference table, and we run through with leadership where we are as a team, what we're trying to accomplish, where our failures were.
Meetings are a waste of time, Robert. You kidding me?
I don't agree at all. And I can prove that, and I can almost prove it in dollars from when we had to go to Zoom because of COVID. When we went to Zoom, it wasn't just COVID that was causing the lack of productivity. It was that face-to-face interaction multiple times a week and holding people accountable that we had lost that. We had lost in our business.
Okay, so Zoom made it less effective.
Zoom actually reduced our productivity.
Okay, yeah. Let me piggyback on that. Because I agree with you, and I believe meetings are valuable as long as they're valuable meetings. But the accountability is gone when we're not in the same room together. Are you hiring from a magic pool of people who automatically think and act and do things the way you want? Or how are you bringing your own personality alive inside the company?
I think that's a component of those meetings and that time spent with me. I don't have as much time in the field as I used to. And I can take, and this is going to sound crazy, but I've been the most successful with bartenders or waitresses in admin positions because they can take a 10-person order at a table and remember every single thing and every condiment and everything they didn't want. And I'd like asparagus versus broccoli. And you can take a person that can handle that type of order in their mind, and you teach them a little bit, and you can go, miles and miles and miles with this person. So I don't particularly look for a specific pool of people to hire from. We look for people that want an opportunity, that want to learn, that want to grow, that see that, where I'm going is not going to get me where me and my family want to be. If you come in my firm and you have initiative, we will teach you everything else you need to know. Yeah. Once they're on our team, I'm not out in the field as much as I am. So there's very little interaction and understanding who I am and how we run the business. So that's why that Monday morning meeting, as we grow, these guys get to come in, they get to hear the experience, they get to understand the growth. I preach that I want to see everyone in my business be successful. And I don't think there's a lot of guys doing that. I want to see you guys grow and really just engulf yourself in this learning process, because as the individuals grow, the business grows. So the more I pour into the individual, the better the business gets.
It's funny, we're here talking about construction. We're here talking about the business of the construction business. I'm here talking to a guy who builds home for billionaires. You're probably doing all right, scraping a few together yourself. But all we've talked about is people development and attitude.
I said, come work for me. I'll give you a position where you can make money and continue to grow the rest of your life.
Which is true. I mean, construction's never going away, man. Our trade is on forever.
But if you take somebody that just wants to have an 8 to 4 job, that's not the right.
What you're going to get.
You don't belong in my business if that's the case. And quite honestly, I'll sit on a Monday morning meeting and say, hey, there's the door. If you have a 9 to 5 and that's what you're looking for, this industry isn't the right place for you to be. If you work as a team and if you hire and work with people that understand that we are working towards a common goal, the success is 10 times over what it could be without. The project is better. The headache, the brain damage for the client is removed. Yeah. There is no ego in what my business does. We are very good at what we do.
I'm surprised that you say there's no ego, because I would imagine that somebody who's a billionaire who's contracted you to build their home has a lot of confidence, and they might even want to tell you what to do, where you're the contractor and you know what to do. Doing what it takes. You're doing what it takes.
Absolutely. And people, especially if you look at Southport, we got a lot of people moving in from California, a lot of people moving in from New York. They don't have the guy to wash their cars. They don't have the masseuse that'll come.
Yeah, they don't know a guy. They don't have that local knowledge.
So when they're having us build them product or buying one of our products, they need that resource, and we fill that void. We were asked years and years and years ago to do this small barbecue area for this house in Delray Beach, Florida. And it was maybe a $10,000, $15,000 job. Now think about.
Oh, okay. That's what I was laughing when you said small, because, okay.
Really, really small job for us. And you can go on our social media and you'll understand that. We took that job because we recognized who the client was. Mm-hmm. Not even 3 years later, I did $20 million worth of work for them. So I took something right. Most people at our level would be like, no, we're too busy. We don't have time for that. We don't want to do that. We say yes to those smaller projects because of that relationship down the road.
Knowing, yeah. It's incredible. Even in my business, relationships is everything.
Yes,
I can't tell you how many people come to me because of broken relationships or promises from other places.